Welcome to Recap Our Studio.
Greetings from the Recap Our Studio. We're seeing a movie called Dangerous Lies today. When someone steals Katie's food one day while she is working as a waiter, Adam, happily, rescues the day by assaulting the thief. She is hired as Leonard's elderly caregiver 4 months later. She requests that he also employ Adam since the marriage is having financial difficulties. Leonard's yard maintenance is started by Adam. Until they one day found Leonard dead. Additionally, they find $100,000 in cash inside the residence. Adam persuades Katie, who isn't much that interested, and they take the money to place in a bank safe. A strange real estate agent called Mickey has been following them in the meanwhile. One day, Julia comes to the couple and claims to be Leonard's attorney. She hands them his will and tells them Leonard left Katie the home and everything else. The pair can't believe it. Julia then questions Katie about Adam and informs her that legal Katie is the one who makes all of the choices. However, Katie reassures her that they make choices as a pair as a whole. But Julia cautions her that these events may transform individuals. The couple then has their first meal in their new home. They are eager for the new future that lies ahead. Adam and she discuss how they might conceal their use of the money. But Katie cautions him to exercise caution the next day. When Adam receives a call concerning the event from 4 months ago, they are packing up their belongings at their former apartment. He has requested to go to the police, but when he gets there, no one has informed them about the phone conversation. They already have the man locked up, he tells Detective Chesler, so he doesn't understand. She then informs him that the robber was just stabbed in his cell. When Katie hears a disturbance outside, she is in their new home. She emerges, and Mickey greets her. She finds it unexpected that he is on their land. He informs her that his client is eager to acquire the home and genuinely wants it. Katie reiterates. It isn't up for grabs. She wants him to go right now. Mickey, though, shivers and informs her that this is not his first rodeo. He smiles and tells her that he has had his eye on the property for years after seeing it advertised, asking if she thinks he would let them move in immediately. She replies that the home is now hers. Whenever she makes a threat to contact the police if he doesn't leave, he doesn't believe her. The enigmatic Mickey then departs. The evening later. Adam listens to her narrative but encourages her to forget about him. The pair is spending their first night in their new home. Katie takes a shower. Just look for a pricey watch there. He is confronted by her about it. Adam claims it isn't genuine, however. The watch is a fake. She finds it to be quite persuasive. Detective Kessler visits the diner where the incident occurred 4 months ago the following day. Then finds Katie packing when she arrives to the couple's previous flat. She is shocked to learn that Leonard is moving into his home. She admits that she stopped by to talk to Adam. As she goes on, she becomes more explicit about what Adam was doing that night, 4 months ago. She calls Adam right away, then returns to her house. When he sees her arrive, he seems irate. He tells her that he finds it annoying that she constantly chatting with Julia the attorney. However, Katie has grown weary of his making all of their choices by himself. Then, Adam informs her that he believes he was being followed while in the police station. Chesler is looking into Leonard and Adam's financial information. Because Julia warned that they risk losing everything if it is discovered that they are concealing anything, Katie is considering returning the money. Adam asserts that he will not return to poverty. That day later, the executive of the company that sent Katie to work for Leonard, Mr. Calver, is questioned by Chesler. She inquires about Adam, although he was unaware that he was employed there as a gardener. He is startled when she also displays the sizable check Leonard handed her. In the meanwhile, Katie discovers a bed and several items in the garage, suggesting that someone has been living there. She then found a further concealed chamber with bloody wall prints. She discovers a never-cashed check addressed to a guy called Ethan in there. But as she raises her head, she sees a corpse holding a bag of jewels. Adam is told by Katie, who believes it to be the former gardener for Leonard Ethan. When Mr. Calvert eventually shows there, he accuses Katie of using Leonard. She shuts the door on him as he attempts to have her jailed. Later that evening, Katie notices a discrepancy with Leonard's medication. She wants to phone Chesler to inform her about Ethan's corpse before Adam Van arrives. Adam, however, intervenes, warning that if they do that, the authorities would be severely investigating them. She kindly reminds him that they don't need the home, despite Adam's desire to keep the house. As long as they have each other, she says. Adam rises up furious and declares that they own the home and will take care of the corpse. The evening. He disposes of any traces of Ethan by placing the corpse in the car's trunk. Later, when Katie awakens, Adam is holding a pistol and yelling that someone is in the home. She wonders how he obtained that weapon. The individual ascends the steps. Adam opens up, and Mr. Calvert is there. The unfortunate guy was frightened and died as he fell down the steps. They make a police call. Chesler is curious as to what Mr. Calvert was doing. She then whispers to Katie that Adam is to blame for everything that is happening. Katie is disturbed to hear that everything was well before he began working here. Then, Chancellor discloses that Adam's accomplice in the dinner robbery, Ray, was employed as a janitor at the institution while he was enrolled in school. She offers her some counsel, saying, "Adam will err at some time, but don't let him take him with you, come to me instead." A few days later, Katie visits Julia to discuss what Kessler told her. She also thinks that if she had a case, she would act fast to have the home searched. But Katie insists that Julia agree to assist Adam in any way she can. She then takes her to the safe that should have contained $100,000, but it is empty. She understands Adam most likely stole it. Julia is informed by her that they also discovered gems inside the home. After that, Julia informs her that's why Adam stole it. He intends to vanish since he has suspicions. She instructs her to locate him, bring him home, and then get in touch with her. Ethan's corpse is discovered by the police in a trash can in the meantime. When Katie gets home, she discovers Adam lying on the bed with the money. She queries him as to why he took the cash. Adam says that after doing his research, he found that there are no real estate agents named Mickey. That man was just recently let out of jail. They realized he was collaborating with Ethan to rob a jewelry store after adding 2 and 2. Adam wants to leave immediately and vanish, but Katie wants to call the police. The next time Katie tries to call Julia, Mickey appears from behind and smashes her phone. He points a gun and asks where the diamonds are. Then Adam shows up with a gun pointed at him. Mickey, however, shoots him without pausing. He slaps Katie and then approaches Adam, who retorts. Katie goes to check on Adam after Mickey collapses dead, and Adam passes away in her arms. Julia then eventually arrives, but not before he informs her where he placed the stones. She consoles Katie when she discovers that Mickey overdosed and murdered Leonard. Then Julia gets to her feet, grabs Mickey's pistol, and tells Katie that she was his accomplice. He informed her about the diamond transaction they had done when she was his lawyer. Katie discovers the will was fake and is startled. Then, when Detective Chesler arrived, he successfully shot Julia. Katie is sobbing. Then, 4 months later, we leap. While gardening, Chesler pays Katie a visit. After their embrace, Kessler discovers she is pregnant. Chesler claims they searched the residence, but Katie insists she is unsure of the whereabouts of the gems. The diamonds in the tree are then visible as Chesler exits the camera. And the movie finishes. I appreciate you coming. Check out the other studio recaps we have on our channel and don't forget to subscribe.